I want you to understand when it comes to market. There's a market section that are problem aware. There's a market section that are solution aware. And there's a market section that are not aware at all. There's no awareness. I'll say it again. There's a market section that are problem aware. There's a market section that are solution aware. And there's a market section that are not aware at all. So if you're trying to build in a market where, like photography and weddings, the market is aware, isn't it? Hello? Yes. Is the market not aware that people should hire photographers for weddings? The market is aware, right? Thank you. The market is aware. Let's go back to the wildlife photography. Is the market aware? By lift of hand, let's see. Who says the market is aware? A bit. Who says the market is not aware? I mean in Nigeria. Still you. Okay. People say the market are not aware. Headshot business, photography business. Is the market aware? What is the market aware of? Is it a problem awareness or a solution awareness? They are solution aware, right? Product photography. Would you say we are aware? Not as much. That means we are not solution aware, we are problem aware. So once you think about market sections in that part, like I mentioned, if you have time, your job, the market that is not aware is the market that you become a billionaire. How would they say it? The market that is not aware is the market you become a billionaire if you have time. But if SAPA is holding you here, the market that is not aware is the market that will make you poorer and poorer and poorer. Does that make sense? Yes. Because what it takes to win in a market that is not aware is that you're not just a photographer, you are an educator. When I say you're an educator, you're not teaching photography. You're teaching what that thing would do for that industry, why they need it. You're not showing them problems, you're showing them solutions. I grew up with my dad always coming back with mobile calendars, right? I don't know, I'm old, so I don't know, you guys are young people. And they used to have different animals from birds to zebra to lions. Do we still have it today? Do you think that we have a market that can buy that if someone produces it? Yes. So you now see what I mean. If you have time, you can start educating people on why that is important. And people like me that used to like that, it's like a memory thing for me. I'll buy it. But if you do not have time to explain things and share the benefits of that market, of that what you're bringing to the market, don't go there. Does that make sense? So most of the time, what we do is that we think about photography. We think about, this is what we love, passion, right? Then we allow the passion to blind us from seeing whether that market is viable. Does that make sense? So you see someone say, I just want to do fashion photography, beauty photography. Let's use beauty, for example. Who does beauty here? Ma'am, maybe no say they take shots at you guys. Okay, 2 people. That's good. So you see people say, I do beauty photography. And they are not even aware of the market. All they know is, or know to be their clients or to be the market are makeup artists. True or true? Do you know people, have you not seen beauty photographers like that? Yeah. All they are building and they are doing is for who? Makeup artists. Is that the market? Does that make sense now? So most people do things not thinking about the market. But when you want to do any part of photography, like I mentioned, think about the market. Think about This market, are people aware? I'll give you my example of how I figured out that, and I started making money a month later by implementing what I'm going to teach you. As a documentary photographer, I thought to myself, who needs what I do? Are they enough? Because I knew I didn't want to be a photojournalist, do reportage. That's not me. I knew it. I knew I wanted to help nonprofits, right? So I now asked myself, how many nonprofits can I work with? As I'm standing here with you today, I know the amount of nonprofit that pays money in this country. I have them on my database. So I took time and I wrote down every single nonprofit that I know. Google was my friend. Search from Google, went to LinkedIn, now checked out the profile, got their website, and now realized, because on the website is where you know whether they are problem aware or they are solution aware. If you go to a website, let's say like the nonprofit, like I mentioned, and you don't see them update images, you don't see them use images in their outreaches, and they are not professional images, you now know, okay, this is how I deal with these ones. If you see the ones that are just using stock images, they have a different problem entirely. So what I did was I put them in brackets. These ones, they are solution aware. These ones, they are problem aware. These ones, they are not even aware at all. And I created a spreadsheet. And I had phone numbers. I had email addresses. And I asked myself, which brings us to the last what. I'll leave the middle what now. The last what is value to them? You figure out who is it. I'm using my example as the documentary photographer here. I knew it was non-profit. I now asked myself, what is value to these people? Because if you don't know what value means to the people you're trying to serve, you will not make money. And I can tell you for free here, value is not the photographs that you create. I did a YouTube video the other day, I think I dropped it, where I talk about the 3 types of value. That we have use value, we have exchange value, and we have symbolic value. Those are the 3 types of value that we have. You need to understand, these people that I'm trying to serve, are they playing in the use value? Are they playing in the exchange value? Or are they playing in the symbolic value? When it came to the non-profit, they played in 2 aspects of it. They played in the use value, and they also played in the symbolic value. Use value is, this is a microphone, right? The use value of this microphone is to make sure it amplifies my voice for you people to hear, isn't it? Does it do anything more than that? But do you think that this is the same mic that Burna Boy would use in his concert? So, is Burna Boy using that mic because of the use value? We are getting there. I think I like the way that your heads are wrapping around the thing now. So this mic is just to talk, amplify my voice. The second part, let's think about, you mentioned earlier about your computer, that you're not in the MacBook era yet. Who are the MacBook guys here? But before Mac, you used to use this Windows. There are people that use good Windows. Do you think that MacBook is better than Windows? In the use value of a thing, do you think that MacBook is better than? So, let me tell you the truth now. While everybody were busy creating better systems, Apple were busy creating symbolic value. Use value is, I need a car. I want to go from here to Ikeja, right? Any car, whether it's Picanto, whether it's Keke Napep or Suzuki, that small one. whatever it is that takes you from here to Ikeja is the use value of that thing. The exchange value of a thing is how much is this thing, the cost of this thing, in relative to what you can obtain elsewhere for that same thing, or for something that is of the same value with it. Photography now, let me use photography so that the example will make sense. Who charges 100K here? Just 100K. Yeah. So there's 100K around here. How much is minimum wage? 70,000. What? 70,000. Someone is saying 30,000. Another person is saying 70,000. Okay, let's just use 70. So there's 70,000 naira, right? And there is someone that is charging 100,000 naira for photographs. The exchange value is when you think that somebody who goes to the office Monday to Friday
20 days.
For 20 days and work at home will then pay you his full salary plus upfront of the next month's salary for 2 hours of your job. So every time your client tells you that, is it not 2 hours? What they are saying is, when it comes to the exchange value, it's not worth it. Does that make sense? I had a client, yeah. It was a referral client. It was not my direct client. We went to her house, set up for the headshot. 25 minutes, I was done with 2 looks. Like, set up, bring down, 2 looks. And she looked at me and she said, Mayor, you mean you charge me that money for 25 minutes? I said, ma, I did not charge you for the time. I said, I looked at the publicist because it was for a book cover. Are we okay with the images? Because I used your big screen, tethered it. He said, we are good. Executive assistant, are we good? We are good. You, are we good? We are good. I said, ma'am, that's what you paid for, not the exchange value. And that was because she was not my direct client. My direct client understands the value that I bring in. It's not an exchange value. It's not even the use value. Because no matter what you think about it, it doesn't make any sense for someone to give you their whole month's salary for 1 hour of your time. So every time you want to do the hourly thing, you're playing the game in the exchange value. And then there is the symbolic value, which is simply, can this thing give me status? Can this thing make me belong? So if what you are giving to people cannot make them use it to brag, or make them to use it to say, oh, I belong to this class of people, my brother, every photographer that has told you, me, I always stay my own because there's nothing you do. Every photographer, let me talk to this one, maybe this one. This one, okay. Every photographer that has told you that he's charging 2 million naira for a photograph, and you can see that they cannot use that photographer's name to brag, that photographer, they bobo you. His or she is lying. If a client cannot use you to brag, they will not pay you premium. Every time you see people say, I'll change my wedding date for beige, it's not the use value. It's actually even not the exchange value because it doesn't make sense. It's because when they tell their friends, they won't tell their friends, I hired a photographer. They say what? Do you understand me now? If you do not build something into your business, and the only way you can build it is by knowing who. Because I'm not downplaying the people that charge small money. I'm just saying know who you're playing with so that you don't go around and try to build symbolic value for people who don't care. I always tell people, if I were to be playing in the field of 20K photographs, 30K photographs, 50K photographs, wallahi, Did I just swear? Okay. I will make money that the only problem will be that I will not be able to stand up the next morning because I will not tire. Because the person that wants to pay 20, 30,000, they don't understand your Retouch Academy. That's not the language they understand. All they want is, can I get it cheap and affordable and still get that thing? Do you know my pitch to them? You want to hear my pitch to them? They call me on the phone. Hello, Mayor. I want to come to your studio. I have a picture I want to take. I said, what's today's date? That's me asking them. They say, today is 25th. I said, Anyway, do you know that I've been running discount? Meanwhile, there's no discount. I've been running discount. So my normal price for this thing is 25,000, 30,000 naira, for example. But if you come to the studio between today and Monday, you would do it for 20,000 and you would save 10,000 naira. I would not say that my discount is 20%. They don't know percentages. I'm calling money they will save. That's the language they understand. And that's value to them. No matter what you do, they don't look at the picture. In fact, they don't even... I have 50K. This 50K, if I buy cake, 15K. I pay photographer like 15 or 20. So I'll still have like 10 left. That's their calculation. So me like this, I will enter their calculation and calculate it for them. I say, you can even save like 10K if you give me the money like today like this. Meanwhile, my money is just 20K. I am not trying to explain to them. They don't want to brag. So why am I trying to sell them symbolic value when what they want is use value and exchange value? So that's the first thing you need to do. Who you want to serve, what is value to those people. Once you know those two things, there and only then, you would go and build portfolio. Any portfolio you build before then, you are wasting your time. You might say, but maybe you're making money now. How much are you making? Do you know how much you could make? Do you understand me? If you do it the right way, do you know how much more money you can make? So, what did I do? I asked myself, so what's value to they say 2 minutes, okay. What's value to documentary clients, like the non-profits? I said 3 things they want. They want to create awareness, right? They want to raise more money, right? And then they want to give feedback to the people that give them money. 3 things. That's what every non-profit you know, that's the 3 things they want. They want to create awareness, they want to raise more money, and they want to give feedback to the people that donated before. Guess what I did? Every job I finished doing, whether it was free to build portfolio at that time or not, my goal is